Hello all. Today I am going to explain why Rich of ReviewTechUSA owes his Patreon donors a refund, if not at the very least an apology for what he has done to them. The reasoning for this argument is simple. Richard has failed to deliver the quote-unquote high production quality videos he promised his audience in exchange for support on Patreon. Let's start by examining why exactly Rich felt he needed to start a Patreon in the first place. Here it is, word for word, out of the man's mouth.
Look, it's been time for my channel to take a new direction. My content was getting stale. I'll be the first to admit it. And due to my Patreon and due to how much support I get during my live streams, I'm able to do content like my Sega Genesis flashback review and put that amount of production value into my videos. And I'm having more fun making YouTube videos than I have in years. And I get to thank you guys for it because you're allowing me and you're giving me the financial backing to give me the time to make that happen. And I'm hoping that the product that you see that I'm uploading to YouTube is proof that I'm actually doing something with the community support that I'm receiving.
Okay. So what I took away from this was that Rich needs the Patreon money to up his production quality. Rich particularly wanted to output only one high-quality video per day rather than multiple low-quality ones as he did in the past. This would mean uploading actual reviews of technology, as the ReviewTechUSA channel name would imply, as well as uploading better quality discussion videos where Rich would record himself in a professional studio with some of the best recording equipment on the consumer market. Rich fulfilled this end of the promise, but only for a short time. You'll notice that aside from the one Sega Genesis review Rich mentioned, there has only been one other video made dedicated to technology review, and that was 6 days after the Sega Genesis video. Since April 6 of 2018 to October of 2018, Richard has released 0 of these so-called high-quality review videos he promised his Patreons. Rich claimed that the Patreon money would allow him to spend more time making these review tech videos, rather than spamming multiple videos to profit off ad revenue, as they required substantially more effort to create. Fine. But what about the news videos? After Rich failed to deliver technology reviews, his channel focused primarily around news. Rich claimed that this live format still required substantially more work than his classic gameplay over voice format, meaning that he could only put out one video per day, so the Patreon money was required to make up for the difference in ad revenue due to not uploading multiple videos per day. Whether you agree with this or not is irrelevant as Rich has now completely reverted back to his pre-2016 self.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Oh look, Rich is using some crispy clean 4K gameplay again. I guess he must be going back to gameplay. Well, let's talk about that and let's start off with what happened in the past year, and then we'll get into what's going to be happening in the future.
All of Rich's videos now feature gameplay footage with Richard's voice overlaid on top of it. These are not the high-quality production videos he promised his Patreons. He is now able to upload more than one video per day and sweep in the YouTube cache that he used to able to before this format change. Why does Rich still need a Patreon? Rich of ReviewTechUSA has wasted the money given to him by patrons on expensive recording equipment that will no longer be used. Let's tally up the price tags starting with the actual office Rich leases. It is estimated that Rich pays about $750 per month to lease the office he used to record out of.
These are, where is the brand here? Newer LED lights. Because I didn't want to deal with actual bulbs.
These newer brand LED lights should run Rich about $300 for the 4 he uses.
The only thing I can say, the stands I have them on are kind of terrible. I need to upgrade them. Look how much they jiggle, man. And these are fully tight too. So they're nothing special, but I have 4 of those and they light me just fine. As you see in my videos, I look really clean and super sexy. So I have 4 of those. Here, for audio, I have it going through a Tascam linear recorder.
The Tascam linear recorder, $200.
This is the Panasonic Lumix GH5.
The Panasonic Lumix GH5 should be nearly $3,000.
Absolutely insane. It was suggested to me by, I said, a partner of mine that I work with. He was the one who had the vision for this whole place. And we tried, we tried to do it with the Sony 4K. This is the Sony, what is the name of this? Handycam FDR XA33 again.
The Sony Handycam X33 4K camera is nearly $700.
This is a phenomenal camera, the Sony. But in terms of having...
Along with these main items are other miscellaneous pieces of equipment such as the 2 4K monitors, equipment stands, furniture, the cost of remodeling the office, etc., the total cost in equipment alone should be well over $5,000. And that is a conservative number. Then you must take into consideration that Rich has been paying office rent for about 10 months, meaning that if the monthly rent was $500, again a conservative number, the total office expense would have come out to $5,000. This means Rich has wasted over $10,000 of his patrons' money on a recording studio that he has abandoned for no real reason other than laziness. The Patreons pledged their money expecting to see better quality content from Rich, but instead, the beggar resorted to a classic pump and dump scheme. What Rich does not seem to understand is that if the Patreons are donating their money with the expectation of the high-quality content you promised, such as tech reviews and professional live-format videos, you must deliver the product even if it is inconvenient for you. That is why they gave you $10,000 to spend on this studio. You resorting back to gameplay voiceovers simply because it is convenient for you means you are not holding up your end of the deal, in which case either one of two things must happen. A. You sell the equipment you no longer need for your voiceover videos and refund the Patreons the money they deserve back, and then close your Patreon given that you no longer need the money. Or, option B, you accept that you are cheating your fans for money and not giving them what they expect. Does Big Cheese ring a bell for you, Rich? And for all of the ReviewTechUSA fan children, ask yourselves this: why is it that Rich needs a Patreon in 2018? Outputting the same type of videos that he did pre-2016 when he didn't have a Patreon? Why does Rich output fewer of these voiceover videos now, when he was fully capable of outputting several per day pre-2016? The answer is simple. Pre-2016 Rich actually had to, dare I say this word, work to make money from monetization. This meant having to create several voiceover news stories per day. Now in 2018, Rich does not feel that he has to put nearly the same amount of effort into his channel as he receives plenty of money from live streams and through Patreon. As a result, he outputs less than one low-quality video per day, which would be okay if they were of high quality, but he has reverted back to voiceover gameplay. If you fanboys want Rich to produce more videos so you can laugh at his childish humor, I'd suggest you stop making donations so that he is forced to output more videos rather than live off his viewers' donations. Please stop supporting e-beggar culture, and be sure to share this video so that the truth can be heard. Until next time, ReviewTechUSA out.
But to everyone out there who's saying that I'm being Panhandler Tech USA and making 8 billion videos about me, I got something for you too. Panhandle this.